Hey there. Today we're going to talk about something that might completely change how you see your own backyard. We're going to get into how you can take a garden that's, just a bunch of plants and turn it into this incredible, thriving community where everything works together. I mean, think about it for a second. How often does gardening feel like you're just fighting a war, right? You're out there constantly battling pests. You're wondering why some plants look so sad, and it feels like you're in this endless struggle. It's less like a relaxing hobby and more like you're trying to manage a tiny, chaotic battlefield. Well, what if there's a totally different approach? It's called companion planting. And honestly, it's an ancient idea, but it is absolutely brilliant. The whole concept is, instead of fighting against nature, you start working with it. You basically create this self-supporting little neighborhood where the plants actually help each other grow. So you might be wondering, how in the world does that actually work? Well, the real magic of companion planting comes down to two main jobs that plants can have. You can think of them as either being the bodyguards or the beacons of your garden. Okay, so let's break this down. On one side, you've got your bodyguards. These are plants that literally release chemicals that pests just hate. It's like a natural force field. Some of them even give off smells that hide the scent of your yummy vegetables, essentially cloaking them from bugs that are looking for a meal. Then, on the other side, you have the beacons. Their job is to attract the good guys. We're talking pollinators like bees, which you absolutely need, and also predator insects that are going to show up and take care of your pest problems for you. And here are just a few examples of those beacons. Think of these guys as your garden's official welcome wagon for all the helpful insects. Plants like basil, bee balm, blanket flower, borage, they're all amazing at drawing in pollinators. And really, this is just scratching the surface. There is a whole world of these helpful plants out there just waiting to join your team. But okay, let's be real. Like with anything new, there's a bit of a learning curve. It's super easy to make a few little mistakes when you're just getting started. So let's talk about a couple of the most common pitfalls, just so you can avoid them from the get-go. First up, a real classic. Just trying to cram way too much into one space. Overcrowding. It's so tempting, right? You want to plant everything, but even the best plant friends need a little bit of personal space. When they're packed in too tight, they start competing for all the basics: sunlight, water, nutrients, and nobody really ends up winning. And the second big one, accidentally creating a giant shadow. So you've got these tall, awesome plants like corn or sunflowers, but if you put them in the wrong spot, they can end up blocking all the sun from their shorter neighbors, and that can really cause problems for any little guys who need that direct sunlight to really thrive. All right, now we're going to get into the part that might just blow your mind a little bit. We need to talk about that uninvited guest in every garden. The one plant that everybody loves to hate. Yup, the weed. But what if I told you that some of those weeds are actually secret agents working for you? Yeah, I mean, this pretty much nails it, doesn't it? The second you see a weed, that gut reaction is just, ugh, get it out. I used to be exactly the same way. I figured any plant that I didn't personally put in the ground was an enemy. Turns out, I was so wrong. This is where we gotta completely flip the script. We see weeds as competition, but so many of them are actually partners. Some have these super deep roots that go way down and pull up minerals that your other plants can't reach. And here's the craziest part. Weeds often show up because they accumulate the exact nutrients your soil is missing. So when they die and decompose, they're basically delivering a custom-made fertilizer right where you need it. So let's meet a few of these misunderstood heroes. I bet you've already seen them around. First up, the good old dandelion. That long taproot that makes it so hard to pull out? Well, that thing is like a natural drill, breaking up hard, compacted soil and pulling up nutrients from way down deep. And then there's red clover. This little guy has a superpower. It's a legume, which means it can literally pull nitrogen, a super important nutrient, out of thin air and store it in the soil for its neighbors to use. It's free fertilizer. Next is yarrow. This is another fantastic, often overlooked friend. Yarrow is like a magnet for your garden's personal security team. It attracts predator insects like lacewings and ladybugs that just love to munch on pests. And finally, plantain. You've definitely seen this one. It's a mineral accumulator, which is just a fancy way of saying it's really good at sucking up things like calcium and bringing them to the topsoil where your veggies can get to them. So what are the big takeaways here? First, companion planting is all about creating a cooperative ecosystem, not just a collection of plants. Its power really comes from those two jobs, pushing away the bad guys and welcoming the good guys. As you get started, just remember to give everyone enough space and pay attention to where the sun is. And maybe, just maybe, give that weed a second chance. It might just be the best friend your garden ever had. It really makes you look at things differently, doesn't it? It makes you want to get out there and just observe. So the next time you're in your garden, take a closer look. What other secret partnerships, what other hidden allies are already out there just waiting for you to notice?